Welcome back all of you again. I think you are hearing me very clearly. Please reply me in the chat so that I can understand. All of you are hearing me? Okay, very good. Very good, you all are here. Now I am starting the part 2 of my lecture. I hope you have understood the part 1 very well. Okay, very good of you. You all are replying me. And you are here with your own name. Very good. Real name. Very good. You are not allowed to come here with any other name. You should be there with your real name. Otherwise, we are not marking your attendance. And Mahat, please don't draw anything. There is no need. I only want the reply, yes or no. Otherwise, there is no need to write any other thing. Okay? And don't disturb the class. Now, we are discussing the remaining two kinds of pronouns here, and at the end I have already told you that I will give you some time to ask questions. Okay, the third kind is reflexive pronoun. Now the definition is that when the subject and object of a verb in a sentence refer to the same person. Remember this thing. We use a pronoun made with the word self attached to it, and it is called a reflexive pronoun. It means the subject and the object, everything has been referred to the same person. It means the person is saying something or telling us something about himself, or we are talking about a person, about his some work. Okay, so it is called a reflexive pronoun. Remember this thing that we will use a word self attached to it, like myself, yourself, himself, herself. Okay, so that it is showing a reflexive pronoun. Okay, now you can see some examples here for singular persons. Like an example is there, I saw myself in the mirror. You can see that a person is telling about himself, and because of that, he's using the word myself. If I'm talking about you, you can write the essay yourself. It means for you persons. Okay? Manur, please turn off your video. He ironed the clothes himself. Here it is an example of a person, of a male person. He ironed his clothes himself. Another thing which you are noticing here, that we are using the word self for singular person. Remember this thing in the mind. Okay. Next is she drives the car herself. She's talking about her, that she was driving car herself. Okay. Now for plural persons, we have some examples. We made sandwiches ourselves. Okay. Keep it in mind that when we are making the plural, we are using VES in place of F. Okay, like we are changing any singular word with F into VES. Next example is they complete the work themselves. Here again you can see that I have not put F here, I have put VES, which means it shows the plural persons. Okay, remember this in mind that for the singular persons we are using SELF, self, and for plural persons we are using selves, SELVES. Remember all these things in the mind. Okay, now all are here, students. Please listen to me very carefully. Now we come to the next, the last kind of pronoun. It is interrogative pronoun. And as the word interrogative shows that it comes from the word interrogation, which means to ask something. Okay, so the definition is that an interrogative pronoun refers to the words used to ask questions. It means these are the pronouns which are used to ask questions like who, whom, whose, which, and that, what. Now you can see that all the words are starting with WH. Here you can see that in all examples, these start with WH. So these interrogative pronouns are commonly known as WH words. Okay, it is very easy. Try to understand. Okay, now I am giving you some examples for all these interrogative pronouns one by one. The first one is who. Who is used to ask questions about the persons who are the doers of certain actions. Doers means the persons who are performing some actions. Okay, some examples are who went to school with you. It means the who is representing or it is asking about the person who went to school with you. When you are going to school, somebody is taking you to the school, so we are asking about that person. Similarly, next example is who rang the bell. Again, who is used to ask about the person who rang the bell. Like in the school, somebody is ringing the bell, you know that. Or somebody rang the bell whenever a period is over. Next example is who arrived late at the party. Who is used for asking about the persons, those who are late at the party. Okay, this who is used for many persons or only one person. Here you can see that I have underlined all the pronouns so that you will understand them easily. Now we come to the second interrogative pronoun, whom. Whom is used to ask questions about the persons who are the receivers of certain actions. It means they are not performing any action themselves, but they are receiving some action, okay? Or the action has been done to them. All of you are hearing me? If there is any problem, please reply. Now there are some examples. Whom did you write the letter to? It means whom is used to ask about the person for whom you are writing the letter. It is not asking about you. It is asking about the person for whom you are writing the letter. Whom did you see in the library? Here you can see that whom is used for the person who was in the library other than you. Are you hearing me? Please reply so that I can understand. Please reply yes or no. Okay, very good. All of you are hearing me? Manur, please check your connection because many of the people or almost all of the people are listening me very carefully. Very good, very good. You are replying me. Good. Okay, now we come to our topic. The next example is, whom did we talk about? It is used, whom is used to ask about the person we are talking about. Like I have given you the example in the beginning that I am the speaker because I am talking to you, and you are the listener because you are listening. Okay? Rema, if you want to ask anything, please write. And the third person is the person listener and the speaker are talking about. So in this example, we are talking about the third person. Now we come to the other interrogative pronoun, whose. Whose is used to ask questions about the persons or things that belong to some person or something. It means whose is actually used to ask about the belongings of the persons. Okay? That means if something belong to me and somebody want to ask about that, they will ask by using whose. Okay. Now, for example, there are some examples. Whose address did you give me? It means that the word whose is used to ask about somebody's address. In the next example, whose house are we going to? It means here in the example, whose is used to ask about the house which belong to some person or a person. Next is, whose school bag did you find? For example, a person had lost his school bag, or a boy or a girl. Okay, so the whose is used to ask about that school bag which have been found by some other person. Are you understanding me? Please reply. Okay, it's okay, it doesn't matter. When you are replying me, I will understand that you are listening and understanding. Okay, very good. Now we come to our next kind of interrogative pronoun, which. Please don't raise your hand, just write if you have got any problem. Which is another interrogative pronoun, and it is used to ask the questions about the things, or in some cases about the persons. Okay, mostly which is used to ask about the things, but in some cases it is also used to ask about the persons. Okay, now the examples are, which story is the most interesting? You can see that story is a thing, so we are using which for asking about the story, that whether it is interesting or not, or there are some many stories there, and we are asking about from all of them which one is the most interesting. Next example is, which book did you read? Here, book is the thing and which is used to ask about the book. It may be possible, or in this example, I am giving you an example of a library. There, many books are available for the persons to read. So, it has been asked here in the example that which book was reading by that person. Now, here in the third example, you can see that which soldier did you not return home? Here you can see that in this example, which is used to ask about a person, which I've already told you that sometimes which is used to ask about the person. Here, why which is used to ask about the person? Because In the army, many soldiers were there, and a head or an officer was asking about a soldier. Okay, now we come to the next. What an interrogative pronoun. It is another interrogative pronoun, and you all know that it is the most simple one, because we are using what to ask many questions about different things, usually in our homes or in our everyday life. What is used to ask many sort of questions about persons, things, and actions? It means we can use what for everything, every kind of questions we can ask about persons, about things, as well as about the actions of the persons. The examples are: what is your name? The most simple question. What does the teacher explain? Here, it is asking about the explanation of the teacher. Next is, what are you doing now? It means it is asking about the action. You can see that all the pronouns I have underlined in all the slides, so that you can understand them very easily. And one more thing which I want to tell you, that keep it in mind that all the pronouns which we have done before, we have done it, that all the pronouns, in all the pronouns, like personal pronouns, like relative pronouns, like reflexive pronouns, it has been noted that when we are writing them in the form of sentence, we use a full stop at the end. But remember and keep it in mind that when we are doing the interrogative pronouns, we are using the full stop at the end. Okay, remember this. In all the pronouns, interrogative pronouns, we are using the question mark at the end, because these are actually the questions. Okay. Aban, please don't disturb the class. We are not permitting you to disturb us. Okay, please. Don't do these kind of things. I don't want any countdown. Nida Fatma, please check your connection, because all of the people are listening me very carefully, very properly. They are listening me. Now, people, please tell me, reply me. Are you listening me? Please tell me, some of you. Okay. Okay. If you have got any question, I have already told you in my first lecture that you should have your rough copy with your hand or a notebook, so that if you have got any problem, you will note it down, because I'm giving you 10 minutes at the last of my lecture, so that you will ask the questions. Okay. And many of you have joined again very late, so please be there on time. Otherwise, we will not mark your attendance, please. One more thing which you should do, that you come always with your real names. Okay. Now I am giving you a quick review of these two pronouns. After that, I will give you time to ask questions. The third one is reflexive pronoun, when the subject and the object of a verb in a sentence refer to the same person. It means everything belongs to the same person, the subject and the object. I have given you some examples here. Remember to keep in mind that in the reflexive pronoun, we add the word self for singular persons and selves for the plural persons. Okay. So When the subject and the object are related to each other and refer to the same person, we write in the way like I saw myself. Here you can write yourself. For male person, he, I rent the clothes himself. For the female person, she drives the car herself. And for plural person, we made the sandwiches ourselves. Remember, one more time I'm repeating. For the singular person, we use only self, S-E-L-F. And for the plural person, we use selves. Like they complete the work themselves, V-E-S. Now the last kind of pronoun, I'm repeating it again so that you can understand, or if you have missed any point, you will get it again. Interrogative pronoun. An interrogative pronoun refers to the words used to ask questions. Interrogative, the word shows that something has been asked, and there are some words which are used as an interrogative pronoun: who, whom, whose, which, and what. These are simply called WH words because all of them start with WH. Who is used for asking the questions about the persons who are the doers of the actions. Remember this thing. There is a difference between who and whom. Whom is used to ask about the persons who are doers of actions, like who went to school with you, and who rang the bell, who arrived late at the party, and next is whom. Whom is used to ask questions about the persons who are the receivers of certain actions. Remember this thing. There is a difference, huge difference between who and whom. Whom did you write the letter to? Whom did you see in the library? Whom did we talk about? It means it. Whom is used to ask the questions about the persons for whom the on whom the actions has been done or who are receiving the actions. Whose is used to ask about persons, things, or things and which belong to some other person. It means whose is showing the belonging. Whose address, whose house, whose school. Okay. So remember all these things and remember in the mind that interrogative pronouns are used to ask questions and we put question mark at their end, which is used to ask questions about the things or in some cases about persons, okay, which is mostly used to ask about things, but in some cases for persons, like I have given an example of a soldier. Here it is used for persons, otherwise it is normally used for things like which story and which book. Next is what an interrogative pronoun. It is used to ask the questions about persons, things, and actions, and it is mostly used commonly to use the questions or to ask the questions. What is your name? What does the teacher explain? What are you doing? Here you can see that the first example is about the person and the second example is about the thing because it is about the explanation of the teacher, and the third example is about the action. So I have explained everything very clearly. I think you all have understood very easily and you have understood it. We have done here in lecture number 3 the kinds of pronoun, 4 kinds of pronoun: personal pronoun, relative pronoun, reflexive pronouns, and interrogative pronouns. Now I want to discuss some of the points again. To join the classes, that you have to come with your real name and you should be there on time. I want to tell you about your homeworks, that all the homeworks assigned to you will be uploaded on the Google Classroom. So please see and go through that, go through the rules again, and our next class timetable or our next week timetable will be given to you on the Google Classroom again. Okay. And the homework assignments will be uploaded on the Google Classroom as well. From there, find them. One more thing, the videos of the lecture, today's lecture will be uploaded on the YouTube channel and we will share the link on the Google Classroom so that you will get them and repeat it so that you will understand more. Okay, some of you are still coming. Very bad of you. You are very much late. Next time, it is your last chance. I will not give you next chance in the next week. I will not mark your attendance. I will give you only 10 minutes to join my class. Otherwise, I will mark your absent. Okay, now I am giving you some time to ask. If you want to ask any other thing, please ask me right here. I'm giving you the answers. Some of you are very late again. If you want to ask anything, please reply. If you want to ask anything, please. If you ask anything from today's lecture, my YouTube channel name is with my own name, Mrs. Afshin Imran. Afshin Imran, yes, you know my name very well. So find out, search this channel, and I will share the link. You will find from the link as well. Okay? You will find the link. I will upload today's lecture videos. Okay, today I will upload them and you will get them. Please see that from the link, download it and then again repeat it so that if you have missed any part of it, you will get it. I will give you a home assignment after every lecture, but it will be uploaded on the Google Classroom. You should be there. Okay, always check it again and again so that you will not miss any of the home assignment as well. Any one of you who have not understood anything, please tell me. I have told you about the Dilaves. Dilaves, you are very much late. What happened to you? Please don't come too much late next time. Okay, you must be there before time. Whenever there is a lecture, you should be there at least before 10 minutes. We have 5 minutes still. We have 5 minutes left. So please, if you want to ask any other thing or discuss any other thing, please tell me. And one more thing which I want to tell you again, that you are not allowed to leave the meeting without the information. Okay? If you have joined us and you have got any problem, any particular problem or any genuine problem, then you will inform me first and then you will be allowed to leave for some time only. And you will join me again after some time, after giving me information. But if you are not giving me any information and leaving at once, then I will not allow you to join again. Okay? So please be careful. No problem. If you have got any problem, ask me again and again. I'm here to help you. We are not giving any written work today. I'm not giving you any written work. Only I will give you the practice. Practice means you are doing the work on loose sheets or in a single register you can make for language. That is a notebook. You can take it or you can keep it with you. Whenever there is a lecture, you can keep it so that you will note the points, or you can do the practice in the same copy. That yes, it can be a rough copy, but it can be used for English language work, for practicing and for noting down the important points during the lecture. Okay, we are not, yes, we will not check it now, but if we want to check it, we will inform you on the Google Classroom. So keep it neat and clean as well. Okay, and do the practice very neatly. If you want to ask anything, then please ask me. Okay, because almost the time is over. I just want to leave. Okay. If you have got any problems in my previous lectures, you can ask me also. Okay. Your text copies or school copies are not available here. We will inform you about those copies in the Google Classroom as well. Find every information from there. You can get every information from there. Please, okay, go through it again and again. Now I'm stopping here. I'm leaving. Okay, this is the end of my today's lectures. We have done kinds of pronoun today. Okay, Allah Hafiz.